Our next guest is a licensed clinical social worker and psychotherapist who deals with substance abuse. She's also in recovery herself. And she joins us now from Chicago, Kelley Kitley. Kelley, thank you so much for joining us. I just had my exam when I was 50. You go in for your one-year checkup, and my doctor's like, how many drinks a day do you have? And I thought, is that now a part of the overall medical questions, especially women are asked when you go in for your checkups?
I hope so. I think it is important to look at a whole health perspective when we're looking at alcohol consumption. And I don't want to get too specific about how many drinks, because as one of the other guests mentioned before, alcohol affects us all differently.
Yeah.
And so the CDC says that 1 drink a day is moderate drinking. And we also know that there are 5 glasses of wine in a bottle. And so the question we need to be asking ourselves is, how do I feel when I drink? What's my motivator for drinking? What are the effects of drinking? And as a clinical social worker, we look at the person and environment and how is our life being impacted negatively by our drinking.
If you feel that you don't have a problem, that it has not crossed into that area of where your sobriety, so to speak, is in question, but you still see it as self-care, how do you curve correct that? Because so much of the conversation we're having today is that gray area of where people think, whew, let me just decompress. This is self-care.
Sure. So I think we need, one, having a conversation like this that is so vulnerable and open and honest and eliminating shame and being able to look at all of the ways that we can engage in self-care. I know for myself, even during the pandemic, I heard Jessica Simpson say last week she wasn't thinking about drinking during the pandemic, but we are in a mental health crisis.
Right.
And so, we have had to up our coping mechanisms and our self-care. And that can include meditation, yoga, connecting with other people, making a mocktail at happy hour instead of drinking alcohol. There are a lot of creative ways to engage in self-care.
And also feeling that you don't have to. I think a lot of the times if you're with your group of friends and everyone's having a mimosa, you feel like you have to.
Sure. So to break the norm, nobody likes to be the only one in a group who isn't drinking and doesn't want to draw attention to them. I give everybody permission to say, it's okay. You don't have to have a drink today. If you want to, sure, indulge. Drinking isn't bad.
It doesn't come as a requirement of the friendship. And I think that's what we're talking about today. Well, Kelley, I appreciate you joining us. And by the way, Kelley's book, Myself, is available now where books are sold. Kelley, thank you so much. And I love the picture behind you. Life is beautiful. Absolutely. Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.